back built Headland and Kinsey at Tanglewood Drive, I think is the name of it. I believe Elberg had a unit there, and Dothan had a unit there. Good fire. New construction house, hadn't been built very long. The owner had just signed the papers a week before, I think, on it. And they were actually, his dad is a contractor, and they were actually working a couple of houses up from it, and they saw it on fire out the back. I believe it ended up being a heat lamp, is that right? It was kind of cold, and they had a dog back there and whatnot, and they had a heat lamp, and that's what actually started the fire. Initially, Headland and Kinsey had it almost knocked down, but it had gotten up to the overhead in the attic, and it was sealed off pretty well, and they had a couple of bulkheads in there dividing the garage and another section of the attic part, and so it was kind of getting away from us up there whenever we arrived. And Steve Messer was there for Kinsey, not for Dothan. He let us know that several times. I suited up because we were short on help, and he looked at me, he said, come on, we'll go up the scuttle hole in the garage and see if we can't catch it. Because at that time we didn't know there was a plywood wall up there between blocking the garage from the rest of the attic, and we were trying to catch it from spreading across. So we went up there, and pretty hot, whatnot. He was up first up the ladder, and I was behind him, and he sprayed a couple of times with water, and then all of a sudden he came down, and he didn't say nothing. He said, you go up, try it. I said, okay. And I went up behind him, you know, hit fog pattern a couple of times, up and trying to hit the corners, what I assumed was the corners of it, trying to cool it down. And all of a sudden just got this coating all over, and covered my mask, could not see. I mean, just instant black. You know, I could barely see light through my mask and whatnot. That's what my helmet looks like. That is what this spray-on insulation in these houses, it vaporized. There wasn't any fire near it, it was just heat, and it vaporized. It pretty much ruined that helmet. There was a Nomex hood I had on, so that was all around my face and neck, that mess. And then my coat here, brand new gear. We had just gotten new gear. First fire I ever wore into. And I hadn't got it clean yet. And we all know how expensive it is. But with all that being said, all this can be replaced. I'm glad I had it on. I'm glad we wasn't like we do probably 75, 85% of the time. What I got on right now, give me the hose and we'll go up there and knock it down and be done with it and let's go. We'll worry about the rest of it a little bit when we get time. But anyway, I showed that. Our firefighters, we had a pretty good turnout from our group, but we had a lot that wasn't there at our annual eating meeting, which is our last meeting of the year. I showed them all that and the gear and whatnot. Some of them had already seen it, some of them knew about it. And I said, this is why we stress all the time, put your gear on, especially if you're going into a house, in a structure or anything. This is the prime example why we do it. And so Chris, he was there that night. I was talking about it. I guess he wanted me to talk to y'all about it, but you know, that's something to take back to each one of your departments. You know, I'd hate to know what my head and scalp and all look like if I had gotten that mess in my hair and in my head and on my skin at least, because we did get it on our hands and all just from touching stuff, and it was so sticky. It took 2 or 3 days to get it off. All right.